In the very near future, a world war began between men and machines, starting with an attack in the past year of 2003, when the couple was quickly murdered by the first infiltration machine sent by an AI computer system for initiation. Flash forward to the year 2012, many battles have been fought, and the Earth became slowly devastated. A team of survivors consisting of Libby, SpongeBob SquarePants, Timmy Turner, and Patrick Star were then engulfed in a combat fight with killing machines, police with a handgun by their side. The survivors triumphed against the attackers after close calls, but the battle wasn't over yet. Nearby reinforcements arrived to help defend the survivors in the area from more incoming machines and Terminators. Cybernetic soldiers and the AI computers benefit against humans. The reinforcements, Krusty Krabs and Squidward. Krabs was escorting heavily injured Libby to safety, but SpongeBob, while Squidward helped alongside Timmy and Patrick with weaponry. The battle ended on a dangerous impact as Timmy and Patrick retreated, but Squidward angrily tried to blast a single Terminator himself, then ends up on the run in the wrong way towards jellyfish fields without knowing. Under a desert rock, at a resistance bunker, most of the team minus Squidward, who was considered missing in action, discussed his new class of battle and patrolling field locations. A mysterious perpetrator drives through the road to Bikini Bottom and parks behind SpongeBob's own house, where he couldn't be seen so easily. Then SpongeBob arrives home, walks to his house, inside to see that it's not the same as he left it long ago. Then he heard urgent news of a massive robot army is all over the decimated town of Bikini Bottom. Patrick Star happens to be pursued by a robot not long before. At the CHUM bucket, robots invade Plankton's sanctuary. He reveals that he had created them, but they disregarded his statement and continued long enough to throw Plankton out of the CHUM bucket. The coast was clear as SpongeBob walks out of his house, front door is seeing that everything's fine. He sees with no surprise that Plankton was wandering through the neighborhood. SpongeBob talks to Plankton. He replies to SpongeBob that he wants back control of the CHUM bucket from his own creations, without mentioning the fact. Patrick Star walks out of his home to see that the coast was clear as well. SpongeBob talks to him after, before he decides to investigate places of other robot sightings, starting with jellyfish fields. The resistance bunker, filled with survivors and soldiers, an enigmatic Terminator was infiltrating the area. SpongeBob arrives at jellyfish fields to see that Squidward was on an intense run from robots and jellyfish. As he sees Squidward injured, torn up, and swollen, SpongeBab quests to bring him additional prey to treat his wounds of jellyfish bites. Not long after, robots surround Squidward and force him to run back to the resistance bunker. When SpongeBob had to drop for his crane, Patrick was curious to see that the outskirts of his neighborhood, machines were deployed out in the open. As he left to spy on them, the rapid robot captures Patrick and dumps him at jellyfish fields. This prompts Krusty Krabs to notify SpongeBob using communications equipment about Squidward returning to the bunker when he had no choice but to run. Then Patrick was out of the scene. Krabs particularly received the news from Jimmy Neutron. The other survivors, Libby and Timmy, along with Carl Weezer, began to trek across battlefield areas for patrolling, as instructed by Krabs. SpongeBob slowly succeeds in rescuing Patrick in time at jellyfish fields. Both of them return back to the bunker safely. SpongeBob then returns to his neighborhood, just pondering long and hard about what happened to the whole world in the past, before the horrible war. Along with his pet snail Gary, SpongeBob decides to come back to the bunker. While this was happening, the team patrolling the battlefields thought they should discuss with SpongeBob about the status of his neighborhood as they approached his house, after SpongeBob was long gone. A new battle begins when flying machine units and Terminators broke into the bunker's perimeter, prompting Krabs, Squidward, and Neutron to participate in the fight. The team of patrollers tried to notify the lieutenant, or Krabs, about where could SpongeBob be. Both Krabs and the lieutenant were too busy fighting off the machines in battle in the perimeter. Krabs and Squidward were killed in action, leaving Neutron intact for some reason. The patrolling team then noticed that something was strange inside SpongeBob's house. They had to break in and enter to see what was happening, before reporting the resistance. Not long after, the mysterious perpetrator turns up and seeks to execute the team. Carl and Timmy were killed, but we survived to destroy the perpetrator, not without feeling some great despair about the human casualties, particularly Timmy. At the battle beyond the resistance bunker, a lone human soldier and the fighters conquered the machines eventually. This pretty enigmatic Terminator who probably gave the location of the resistance bunker to the machines, Jimmy Neutron, is revealed As the infiltrator observed the AI's computer system's evil plan coming together to terminate one human at a time without being caught, while remaining separate to kill another. The machines accomplished in killing 4 members of the resistance team and countless other soldiers at the battlefield, without even noticing that one of themselves could be an infiltrator working for the enemy. After observing the deaths of Krabs and Squidward, Neutron is messaged by the machines to perform more missions to kill all humans. Now, the future is not set. As the longest night passes, a new year arrives and destroys every living thing on sight, until the war between humans and machines will be over.